parents. I wanted to hopefully answer some questions about MobyMax and clarify some things without having to send a really long email, so I thought posting a video might be easiest. I've noticed that several kids have been on the site and have taken some of the placement tests, and you guys are really doing an amazing job, so continue to do that as you have time. But I know that it can be a little challenging to get your child to do work that wasn't on the lesson plan. I know I'm working with my own first grader, and she's not always enthusiastic to get on the site and try to take these different placement tests. So I wanted to make sure you understood that the placement tests do not need to be completed in order for your child to be able to take the assignments next week that we will be creating. Next week, we are going to be using Moby Max for all of the math assignments. So on Monday, for example, there'll be an assignment for place value. Next week's going to be a review week. Your child can go on to the site, click on the place value assignment, and take it without taking the math placement test. So if you don't have time, or if your child isn't able to sit down and take the math placement test before next week, that's okay. What the placement tests are designed for is to give the website a baseline of the skills that your child might need to work on to strengthen their overall skills. So for example, when they take the math placement test, the computer can recognize the skills that your child might have a weakness in, and that way the next time they go on the math subject area, the website will generate lessons that will work on those specific skills. So it's a good idea to take the placement tests because that will make the website work more for you, or won't work more for what your child needs in order to continue to strengthen those skills. So in the meantime though, I don't want you to stress out or your child to feel overwhelmed by having to take all of these placement tests this week. You do not need to take all of the placement tests this week. As you have time, and if you want your child to, if you know that your child's got some weaknesses in grammar and you might want to focus on that language subject area, have them take that placement test and then continue working on those activities, because the website is going to design lessons specific to that subject and those specific skills that your child might need to strengthen. So take your time with it, and if you have any questions, email your teachers. We're still learning though. I mean, this is a new tool that we're trying out since we aren't able to share work, with paper pencil. So we'll try to answer questions that you might have, and if we don't know the answer, we can find out. So just feel free to email your teacher if you have any questions. I also wanted to let you know that we are continuing to take grades. We're in the 4th 9 weeks now. We had hoped to be able to collect your children's work and be able to grade it and give them a reading grade, a phonics grade, a spelling grade, a grammar grade. Unfortunately, we aren't doing the drop-off of work this week, so we are asking you as parents to go ahead and check your children's work. So after they take the reading test, go ahead and check it and then email your teacher their score. And you can email it in any way that you want. I prefer, to make it easiest, if you just email me how many questions they missed, I can figure out the points and the percentages on my own. If you want to email percentage, if you want to email, if it's 20 questions and they got 20 out of 20, you can email that to your teacher. I just want to make it as easy on you as possible, but if you could please share those grades with your teachers, that way we can continue to keep grades for the 4th 9 weeks. I had noted that use your book, with the test is on the story, A Southern Ranch. Use your book to answer questions. I'm not there to help, so I want you to do anything you need to help your child be successful with these assessments. I'm just happy that they're continuing to read and continuing to work and continuing to develop skills during this time. So you will need to share your child's grades for the reading test, A Southern Ranch, for the grammar, which was on adjectives, the phonics skill for this week, and then the student spelling test. And again, please give the words that we provided in the lesson plan, and then just share those grades through email with your teachers. We as first grade team also plan to send this information through email, but I thought it might be easier to clarify it through this video. So hopefully that all makes sense. If you have any questions, as always, email us, and thank you again for all of your hard work, and I hope we can get things back to normal sooner than later. So take care, stay healthy.